This week, we finally got some Baltimore Ravens football, so you know what that means. We got a live stream coming up on Thursday, but in order to get there, we got to talk about everything happening right here, right now. We got updates on Lamar Jackson, the kicking competition that was, because there ain't no competition no more. John Harbaugh naming the starter at left guard for the Baltimore Ravens. We got a whole lot to cover, and we in a really good mood. So before we get started, we got a little giveaway that we're going to do. If you would like these purple Ravens colored, well, kind of Ravens colored, set of Raycon earphones, just all you got to do, leave a like on the video, be subscribed to the channel, and comment, I want to hear the Ravens, and then you'll be entered into the giveaway like that. Make sure you pay attention to the comment section so I can hit you up when you win. Now, with Lamar Jackson, shout out to Ricky Scoops. Ricky Scoops said the following. He said, the Ravens intend to make Lamar Jackson the highest paid quarterback in the NFL before the start of the season. Now, I know when you're looking at that, you're like, okay, what's the big deal about that? Of course, the Baltimore Ravens, whenever they do give Lamar Jackson a contract extension, they're going to make him the highest paid. How is that even news? And I get what you're saying, but we know Ricky. He has been on point. And the part about Lamar being the highest paid, that's not even a big deal to me. It's before the start of the season. The Baltimore Ravens, this is something that they do not have to do this year, but they can do this year. They have to do it next year now. They got to do it by next year. By the start of the season, next season, they got to get it done by then. But this year, it's not a necessity. But if, and it's sounding like when, the Baltimore Ravens do give Lamar Jackson that contract extension, when they do make him the highest pay, because you ain't going to make Lamar know, oh, we're going to make you the second or third highest paid quarterback in the league. You ain't doing that to no Lamar Jackson. No, not at all. But when they get that done, this will do a couple of things for the Baltimore Ravens that can help the team out. This will keep Lamar Jackson in Baltimore for the long haul because he ain't going. We as Ravens fans, we ain't letting him go nowhere. Lamar, I mean, you already know. You locked in for life. That's it. You a Raven for your whole career. That's it. Even when you decide you want to retire, we ain't thinking about that for a long time. But when you decide you want to retire, even if you think about unretiring, you still a Raven. That's it. But anyway, this locks in Lamar Jackson for the long haul, but it would also open up a lot of additional money for the Baltimore Ravens, especially depending on how they structure this thing. And if they got more money, then that means, I know you're thinking add more players, right? Well, technically they can, but that more money that the Ravens could get from this, they could start working on deals with guys like Kyle Hamilton, with guys like Tyler Linderbaum. I know it was already said that the Baltimore Ravens were close to a contract extension with Isaiah Likely, but the timing was the worst because he got hurt, and then I'm sure that put stuff on pause because we ain't heard nothing else about that at all. So that was very, very unfortunate. But I am more than sure, I'm sure all of y'all are too, that Isaiah Likely will more than earn all of that money and more back once he starts playing this season. But as far as Lamar Jackson, that's exciting, man. It's going to be nice when we get that tweet from Lamar Jackson. And we saw Lamar Jackson tweeted. He tweeted that SpongeBob meme the other day. So could it be that Lamar Jackson, they already came to a conclusion on the contract? I don't know. Because remember last time when he tweeted that SpongeBob meme, shortly after that, we heard, oh, the Baltimore Ravens and Lamar Jackson have agreed to a contract extension. And it was like, oh, yeah, he's back, baby. And we know those were some stressful times when we were envisioning the possibility of Lamar Jackson not being back with the Baltimore Ravens. But we're glad that that is expected to get done and expected to get done soon, because if it's happening before the season, in the next month, because we right there, y'all. We right there. Again, preseason is in a couple of days, and we will be doing a live stream for that first preseason game against the Colts, so y'all stay tuned for that. But for Lamar Jackson, this will be great when we get that official scoop that he is a Raven for even longer. Any kicker that the Baltimore Ravens brought in that had to follow behind Justin Tucker, we already know that's a lot of pressure on them. So the Baltimore Ravens not only drafted Tyler Luke, but they also brought in undrafted rookie free agent John Harbaugh. And those two were going back and forth, and it started off real shaky. It was not looking too good. We were thinking like, oh my goodness, this is like pick your poison. Which one of these guys are we going to go with? But recently, Tyler Luke and John Harbaugh, they had both been crushing it. But the Baltimore Ravens, they were like, you know what? Competition at kicker, we're going to give it to Luke. And a lot of us assumed that they were going to give it to Luke, especially since they drafted Tyler Luke. But when they cut John Hoyland, that made it officially official. Jess Ribbick said the following. He said, the Ravens have waived undrafted free agent rookie kicker John Hoyland. This means that rookie 6th-round pick Tyler Luke is the lone kicker in the building as the Ravens look to replace Justin Tucker. It allows Luke to get all of the practice and preseason reps. And my guy Ravens Wizard, he followed up with Jeff. He said, what's the point of this if Hoyland has looked good in camp? Because we had heard that he was. Him and Tyler Luke, once training camp started, they both was drilling everything. Whoa, wait a minute, Paul. But anyway, Jeff Ribbick said, the point of it is they don't envision him as their kicker. They have injuries at other positions where they need roster space, and they want to give Tyler Luke the full reps at the moment. I was like, okay, all right, Jeff, he made it make sense. Ravens were like, look, Tyler Luke is going to be our guy. We ain't going to waste no time. That's going to be our kicker, and that's that. We ain't even going to have no fake competition. We ain't going to have no training camp competition. It's going to be Luke, and that's that. But then the other day at training camp, at the stadium, open stadium practice, Tyler Luke, I was thinking, okay, this is good because he started off in like OTA minicamp and stuff. He was missing a lot. But then when training camp started, he been on point for the most part. There've been some days where it's been like, ooh, that day where he missed 3 in a row from jump. So, oh man, Tyler, he was a little stressed out that day. He probably didn't have his coffee. But at the stadium practice, that was a nice environment for him to be in, to where it had the fans cheering. You were in the stadium. This is where you're going to be doing a lot of kicking this season, my friend. So it was nice to see that. But that boy, he said, you know what? This is what I need. I need that pressure. I need all of this noise around me. Because he went 11 for 11 from the stadium practice. And get this, my guy Cordell Woolen, he said the following. He said, Luke now is 10 for 10. And this was obviously before he went 11 for 11. But he said he was 10 for 10 after he just hit a 56-yard. Ooh, boy, and I know it's just training camp and it's just open practice. But again, you got to start somewhere. It said 5 of those kicks are extra points or shorter, but he's also hit a 56 and a 60-yarder. So that boy was showing off the boot. So Ravens flock. Look like we got one. And we literally just got back from a cruise today, and it was crazy because we actually saw 2 people from Team Keep It Clean on that cruise. I would have never thought I would have seen them on that cruise, but we did. So shout out to y'all. I appreciate y'all. It's very, very nice meeting y'all as well. Much love to the both of you, and thank you for supporting the channel. Now, somebody else who this offseason has pretty much been cruising themselves has been Andrew Vorhees. And a lot of us assumed that Andrew Vorhees would end up being the Baltimore Ravens starter at left guard, but John Harbaugh pretty much made it officially official that he's the guy, because Jeff Ribbick said the following. He said, Harbaugh said that Andrew Vorhees is the clear leader at left guard. So Harbaugh letting it know, like, hey, it's Vorhees, y'all boys. Yeah, you already know what time it is. But then he said something would have to change for him not to be the starter. But he did say Ben Cleveland is coming on. So basically just saying, hey, look, like, Vorhees is the guy. Ben Cleveland is there. He's a backup and possible trade bait if somebody want to talk to. But Vorhees is our clear-cut starter. So now we know who the offensive line is, even though we already knew who the offensive line was going to be. Ronnie Stanley, Andrew Vorhees, Tyler Linderbaum, Daniel Failele, the slimmer Daniel Failele, and then Roger Rosengarten. So all returning starters from the previous season. So let's lock in, boys. Name of the game in training camp is competition. May it bring out the best of the best in a cornerback in our secondary. We keep been talking about it all offseason, and they just keep on getting better. But this, what Zach Orr talked about, it just highlighted how much depth we really got. Jeff said, asked about the number 3 cornerback competition between Jaire Alexander and Chido Awuzie. Like, think about that first. Think about that. Asked about the number 3 cornerback competition. So not your number 1 corner, not your number 2, but your number 3. And you have to choose between Jaire Alexander and Chido Awuzie. That is a great problem to have. An amazing problem to have. So shout out to the Ravens for having him. Zach also said the following. Both of those guys know they are going to play. I'm not looking at it as a competition. And that's true. Well, they both know they're going to play. It's still some competition because who's going to get more reps? Who's going to get more playing time? Obviously, we would assume it's Jaire Alexander. But again, I think it'll be a ramp-up period. I don't think they're going to have him out there 100% of the snaps from jump. I think it's going to be a ramp-up period. But, hey, we'll see. Now, but the fact that we can even have a conversation Like, all right, Nate Wiggins, yeah. Marlon Humphrey, yeah. And then, hey, good old Jaire is there. Got Chido, Awuzie, hey. Got TJ Tampa, Jalen Armadale. Like, we have a lot in the secondary. And whenever we see stuff like this, again, it's not news to us. It's not anything that's new because this is what we've been talking about for the longest. But it is so nice to see that the Ravens are even in this position. Adam Schefter, he put out an interesting statistic a few days ago on Twitter. He said, the Ravens 2018 draft class has now generated more money in future contracts than any draft class in NFL history. And obviously Lamar Jackson is leading the charge for that. But at the same time, it's like, whoa, hold up now. Like that class, it was something serious. And a lot of times I don't even realize, because I think about the top heavy guy, obviously Lamar Jackson. Think about Hayden Hurst, and I think about Mark Andrews too. But a lot of these other guys, like, hey, Ravens, y'all had a class. Hayden Hurst was picked before Lamar Jackson. Remember, it was okay. Lamar Jackson, Orlando Brown Jr. Yes, man. I'm a left tackle, Orlando Brown Jr. We remember. We ain't forgetting that one. Mark Andrews, Anthony Averett. Remember that game where Anthony Averett locked up Tyreek Hill? I remember. That was a beautiful thing. Deshawn Elliott, I forgot that he was in that class. Completely forgot. And he over there doing his thing for the Steelers. Just got signed to another contract with the Pittsburgh Steelers, so shout out to him. Bradley Bozeman, oh man. He was sort of all, not do it all, but do everything on the interior of the offensive line. Have him at center, have him at guard, move him around and whatnot. Zach Seiler, he just got a contract extension with the Miami Dolphins. With the Ravens, he never really caught on, obviously. He ended up going to the Dolphins, and he been killing it ever since. Been doing his thing ever since, and he obviously got paid for it. Darius Williams and Gus Edwards, both of those guys were undrafted. So why would they put they part of that draft class? But anyway, so shout out to the Baltimore Ravens because this just goes to remind us how strong and how powerful that class was, not only for the Baltimore Ravens, but for the entire NFL. I tell you, it really did feel good to get away this weekend, take a little quick cruise, because now we are in the thick of things. Like, we literally got a game this week. So I'm hyped. It's going to be a grind. It's going to be a lot of work. As y'all know, the seasons get very, very crazy. Not only for y'all, but for us too, just a little bit. But we looking forward to it. We appreciate y'all. We looking forward to just having a real, real fun season. Hopefully the Baltimore Ravens, they make it even more fun than it's already going to be because they go all the way. Just another reminder. Make sure, hey, all you got to do to enter into the giveaway for these Raycon earbuds, just leave a like on the video, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and comment, I want to hear the Ravens, baby. But anyway, now we made it to my favorite part of the videos where we get to feature your questions. Send an email to teamkeepitclean@gmail.com if you want to be part of it, or you can go to patreon.com/Ingravenvids if you want to become a Team Keep It Clean patron and show a little extra support, and you can send a DM on there. First question came from a Team Keep It Clean patron, my guy KT. What up with it, baby? He said, what's up, Ingraven and my fellow Team Keep It Clean co-members watching right now? I know it's been a few videos since I sent in any questions. I've been looking for another job because my job ain't doing it anymore. Okay. And I'm also getting myself back in the studio making some new beats to sell. Okay. Oh, that boy. All right, now. We see you. My guy said, hey, I'm getting this bread one way or another. So shout out to you. He said, but I got a question for you. So the first preseason game is the Ravens and the Colts, and the regular season is a month from Thursday. I'm looking forward to it already, but I was wondering if you would be up for like a score prediction game with everyone in, if whoever the closest or spot on, they get a free giveaway or something. Oh, you making giveaways for the channel. Hey, I would be fine with that. You got something, some type of Ravens memorabilia you want to send in, so no problem. But no, we got plenty of giveaways. I mean, this video, we started off with a giveaway, but we're going to have plenty of that in different ways. We'll figure out different ways and more creative ways to give away stuff, fun ways to give away stuff. Just cause y'all deserve it, man. I mean, we soon going to run out of stuff to give away soon, but it is what it is. I love y'all. Now, my guy KT, he also said, I forgot to mention that your intro, man, is fire. Keep it up for real, man. It ain't got nothing to do with me. That was all my guy Ryan from Flock Rundown, and then simply he put the video together. So it ain't got nothing to do with me. It was all them. Next question came from my guy, Deshawn. He said, what's up, fam? What's up, Deshawn? He said, I finally figured out how to message you on Patreon. We are all excited for football to start, and this had my mind wondering. I know it's been talked about plenty, but it really is crazy that we have D-Hop, Lamar, Derrick Henry, and Jaire all on our team. It really is. You really sit back and think, it really is. You remember Madden? I don't think they do this anymore, but I know they sure used to. Remember back in Madden, a little older Maddens, where they would obviously have all the regular teams, but then they would have like the 99 team, the 2000 team, the 2001, where they had like all the best players on the squad, like on a squad. Y'all remember that? I do. And that's how it feels with the Baltimore Ravens a lot of times when you think about everybody who, just get it done this year, man. Get it done this year. If y'all don't get it done, I don't even want to talk about if y'all don't get it done. If y'all don't get it done this year, the belief and hope that you can get it done, it would be at an all-time low. But I know y'all going to take care of business, right? Right? Okay, Ravens, you can respond later throughout the season. Anyway, he said, this led me to my next thought on Jaire Alexander. He was always my favorite non-Raven, but I can't say that anymore. I wanted to ask, who are some of your favorite non-Ravens? My list goes to CeeDee Lamb, Cam Ward, Tyrone Tracy Jr., and Damian Pierce. And maybe we can see some of these guys in purple and black one day, too. That's all I got. Love y'all, team. Keep it clean. Peace. Power, y'all. Keep fighting for inner. All right, quick little edit because I do see that he asked that question before. But again, he forgot how to send it on Patreon, but now he got it. But we will add a different answer to that question because before we said DeAndre Hopkins and Jaire and Clowney, and obviously both of them end up becoming Baltimore Ravens, so that was great. But another one of my favorite non-Ravens to watch is Tyreek Hill. I love watching him, especially since he's been with the Miami Dolphins on offense. When Tua is healthy, Tyreek Hill is a lot of fun to watch because he goes crazy. I love seeing him and Jalen Waddle just kill it, except when they play the Ravens, because they don't be killing when they play the Ravens. But anyway, he is definitely one of those guys. And if I got to say somebody on defense, who do I really, really like on? Oh, I know. One underrated pass rusher, and I actually wanted him to be a Raven too, is Danielle Hunter. That guy just does nothing but ball out. He does nothing but produce. He is probably the quietest baller and pass rusher in the NFL because he don't say nothing. I wouldn't even know what he sounded like if he talked because I never hear him in interviews and that, never hear him running his mouth. But when you look up the numbers, when you look up production, Danielle Hunter's name is always somewhere close to the top. Next question came from my guy, Ashad. Now, Ashad, before we get into it, you did send it to the incorrect email, but I'm going to give you a pass because I love you. So next time, teamkeepitclean@gmail.com. Now, he said, Ravens Stadium practice review. Oh, unofficial. Okay, so we got a little inside man. I appreciate that. He said, what's up, Ingraven? What's up, Ashad? He said, my name is Ashad, and I've been rocking with your videos since 2018, back when I was in 8th grade. Man, time really flies. Wow, it really does. It really does. It goes by like that. He said, anyway, I just got back from the Ravens Stadium practice, and I've got some news for you. First off, in Loop, we trust. See what we was talking about earlier? We were talking about it earlier. Anyway, he said, before practice even started, Loop must have hit up Wendy's because he went 4 for 4. I like that. He said 3 straight from 33 yards and then finished with a bomb from 60 yards out. Huge props to Harbs for turning up the energy and letting the fans make some noise during the drill. It really gave it that game day feel. I like that. For somebody who was in the build, I love it. Hey, you may need to start your own YouTube channel. You're going to take over. But anyway, he said, now let's talk about a surprise baller, wide receiver Keith Kirkwood. During the 2-minute drill, Kirkwood hauled in a sideline bomb for Lamar Jackson. And guess who was covering him? Jaire Alexander. You already know I was cheesing. This just shows that the Ravens are finally making strides in developing wide receivers. Oh, yeah. We really are. He also said other wide receivers who stood out, Malik Cunningham. Okay, shout out to that boy Malik, man. Had the pleasure of meeting him at Lamar's Fun Day a couple of weeks ago. Super chill, super nice, super cool. Shout out to Malik, man. He said Tylan Wallace and LaJohntay Weston. That final wide receiver spot, wide open and up for grabs. Oh, it's going to be tricky. He said, now for the defense, pure domination. Starks and Hamilton were flying around with that see-ball, get-ball mentality. Jaire, Marlon Humphrey, and Wiggins, let's just say it was straight up no-fly zone out there. And last but not least, 2 words for you. Mike Green, no discussion needed. I heard a lot of great things about Mike Green from that open practice. We've been hearing a lot of great stuff about Mike Green. We heard a lot of hype about him, obviously doing like OTAs and stuff, or excuse me, not OTAs, doing some of the training camp. We heard like, oh yeah, Mike Green, he turning heads, Mike Green looking good. But to see it even more, to hear it even more, oh yeah, build that hype up, man. Because I can't wait to see it in the regular season. Oh, in the preseason, actually, too. Anyway, he said, so Ingraven, where's your head at with this 2025 Ravens squad? What's your biggest confidence and biggest concern heading into the season? Appreciate you as always, and thanks for all that you do. Hey, no, I appreciate you, Assad. Thank you, man. Biggest confidence in this offense in this Not in the offense. And for this team, biggest confidence for this team heading into the season, just the offense and the defense, man. Really is, man, because the offense, again, with everything that they had already and they added on to it, and it's a lot of guys coming back, offensive coordinators back and that's my big, and even with the defense too, it's the same thing. They got a lot of guys coming back, a lot of returning players and whatnot, returning coaches too. So I'm like, yeah, let's get it, man. Let's go. Biggest concern is just carrying it over to the postseason. Can you carry everything that you do every year in the regular season? Can you bring that over to the postseason this year? Finally, that's the biggest thing, because the offense in the postseason, regular season, they loud, but postseason, they get real quiet. So you got to bring it in more consistently. Because last year, they were putting up some points. They put up, 28 against the Steelers and 29 against the Bills, I believe. So they were scoring some points for sure. But can you bring that not turn the ball over offense to the playoffs? Can you bring out that just where you crushing these teams, you blowing them out the water in the playoffs? And obviously it's playoffs, so a different atmosphere, it's a different game. And a lot of times these teams have already seen you in the regular season. But still, can you bring that regular season energy to the playoffs? Because obviously it's a different type of energy, but you just need to bring that to the playoffs. So that would be my biggest concern. Can they replicate what they do in weeks 1 through 18 in the postseason?